Hello, team members. Thank you all for attending today's Zoom call. This is a very important meeting, but I thank you all so much for taking your time out of this week. And thankfully, the weekend is almost here. I know everyone's really excited. Hope everyone has exciting plans with their family and friends. But today we have got to cover our company and how we can exponentially grow. And today I will be training you guys on how to do so. So as we all know, everyone is kind of stationed in their own category of sports. So we have tennis, we have college football, we have hockey, and we have basketball, etc., even NASCAR. And as you all know, I do baseball. But what we need to talk about is podcasts. So podcast is the way that we can really reach out to the older generation and also the younger generation, whether we want to post our podcast on Facebook, which is where most of the older generation is found, or on Twitter, Instagram, SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, like the younger to mid generations. So first and foremost, we're going to talk about the basics. And as you see on the screen, we have a couple different windows. Do not feel overwhelmed. It's okay. We're going to go step by step, but we're going to move pretty fast. So if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to me via email or reach out to me via phone call of the office phone. And also my door is always open, as you all know. So we're going to start with OBS. So let's say you are going to start a podcast, whether it's video or audio. What you need to do is, this is for video. You'll come in here, OBS, it's completely free, and it'll be in the company email. So this is where you can record your screen along with if you have any other interviewers. So we know Zoom, what we're using right now, is very common. But Skype is probably the most prevalent and the easiest form to interview other guests. So what you'll do, you come in here, and so you see my webcam right now. I'm actually using a different version of OBS, but for this one, you would click add in your sources, and you would type in video capture device. You could name it webcam if you wanted to, and you can click OK. And then this is my webcam. It would pop up. And so I'm not going to click OK. Let's click cancel, but let's just say I have it like right here. Okay. And so then what you could do, you can add a display capture, which is right here. Display capture, that allows you to see your screen. So if I click on this, especially since everyone at the workplace has a 2-monitor setup, it's very easy. You can have this on the left side, on your left monitor, and then you can have your Skype call, your interview guest on your right monitor. So you can name this guest Skype, and you can click OK. See, now this displays the capture, which I'm showing you, so it's basically going on for infinity amount of times. But we're going to back out of this. So that's how you record video and whatnot. If you want to record your microphone, you can also go in here and go to audio input. Audio input is what you're talking into. So you're inputting your voice into the microphone, so that's going in. The audio output is what you would want your audience to hear. So you would want it to be set to desktop audio. So desktop audio will pick up on the Skype call, and it'll also pick up your microphone. Therefore, it seems very timeless. But that's if you want to do a video podcast, and then you would export it after you start recording, and it would pop up in your files. But what we need to talk about, and what's probably going to be the easiest to put on our websites, because you could intertwine this into your blogs, is if we do something on Adobe Premiere. So Adobe Premiere, also company free website. It's a program that you can use to export video, audio, animation, graphics, etc., etc. But what we'll do here, we're going to go to import, and we'll go to, this is just an example. So let's say here, I know, for instance, Greg and Mike, you like tennis, so we can insert this picture. And for Dan and Mike, you like college football. So let's go to college football here. We'll just open this picture. And so what you're going to see here in the top left, this is what you're working on in your edits. This is going to be your final product over here. This is your timeline where you work. And this is where you input your footage. So you can right click in here and go to import, or you could go to file, import. And all you have to do is you literally just drag this over here to your timeline, boom, timeless, okay? And so if I were to click on this, notice how it pops up here. This is what you work with. I can zoom in on the picture. I can zoom way out. But for this, we'll just stay right here. That way it fills up the entire frame. And so then if you want to record your podcasts with a guest, if you have someone in person, or like I said, on Skype, via Skype, all you have to do is press this little microphone button. So it's a voiceover record. So if I were to click this, counts down, and then I can start talking. I can just start talking with the recording. And once I'm done recording the audio and the voice, it will end and it will link up, and then you can actually just drag the end of this picture to the end of the audio. Simple as that. So let's say we're done here. So we're going to click stop. All you have to do is click on the mic. Boom. So this little bar down here, this is your zoom in and your zoom out. So if I drag this to the right, it's going to zoom out even more so you can see more of your project. If you just go here, you'll see this little, I call it a half door. It's a red half door. You just click it and you drag all the way to the end. And now it'll stay consistent all the way throughout. And then once you're done with that, all you do is file, export media. Now don't get overwhelmed with what you're going to see here. All you need to know is, if whatever format this is, just go to MP3, right? When we were kids and even throughout high school and college, we all know what an MP3 file is. So I'm going to click on the output name because I want to rename it and resource it to that exact folder. So I'm going to go to desktop. I'm going to go to example, and we'll just keep it as CFB podcast. So if you're talking about something critical, maybe a huge play that happened, maybe some controversy, that would be a great idea to put in the podcast. And so then you just click save, and your source range, I just, to play it safe, do entire sequence. So no matter what, it's not going to miss anything. And then you click on export. So boom, like that. It's quick. So with that, now what you have to do, you go here to Launchpad DM. It's a free website, and this is how we get our podcasts to all stores: Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, you name it. So I'm not going to completely publish an episode, but as you see here, this is my Chalk Talk Nation that we do for the company. So if we go to publish an episode, all we have to do is give it a title here, give a description of the episode. That way people who tune in can get a little bit of background information before they go in blind. We never want our customers to go in blind, right? It's all about B2C, business to consumer. They want to consume the knowledge that we have on a given topic. And then you just drag the file down here and you set the duration of it, and then you click publish, and then it will go worldwide to everyone across the United States and the world if they search our company. And so what is really important when we do this is the simple fact that we want to target all audiences, all demographics, right? And as technology starts to progress even more, podcasts are becoming more prevalent, especially with quarantining and the coronavirus, because everyone is working remote or working from home. And so this is an easy way to keep in touch, I should say, with the outside world. And so when we talk about sports, it brings everyone together, and podcasting is the first step of doing so. But I would like to thank you all so much for tuning in. Like I said, if you have any questions at all, because I know this was very quick, please do not hesitate to either just send me an email, give me a phone call. I am here to help you. We're all doing this together, and I'm very excited to see what everyone can produce, because I know everyone can produce extremely good content. But thank you all so much. Please have a safe weekend, and we'll talk soon.